Hello. Today I am going to talk with you about things I no longer do as a reader at the age of 54. The first thing is I no longer care if I'm not reading. When I am hot, I'm hot, and when I'm not, I'm not. I don't need to be reading all the time. I am a reader. I know what a reader is, and readers take breaks from reading. You know why? Because there's a life out there to live, and I don't want to live my whole life reading, even though I have a great love for books. I also have a great love for life, and I do want to do other things. So I don't care if I'm not reading all the time. I don't care if I didn't read for 3 days. I don't care. I no longer feel guilty for not reading in a timely manner. I love being studious. I love making lists and checking them off, all of the things off of the list and moving on to the next task and feeling accomplished and well-rounded. But you know what? I just don't care anymore if I'm not reading fast enough. I know that with a book channel, it is important to read in a timely manner, and I try to be respectful of that. But I don't get upset if it takes me a little bit longer to read a book. It is what it is. Another thing I no longer do as a reader at my age is I feel guilty for DNFing. I always tried to see a book through to the end, whether I was jiving with the book or not. I tried to do my best to read that book for the experience, for the growth, and for the prestige or the sense of pride that I got for accomplishing something that I didn't want to do. But now I no longer carry that guilt and feel like I have to read this book even though I don't like it. I'm not going to be here forever. I don't have that much time left on earth to be messing with books that just aren't, tripping my trigger. I just don't care if I put a book down and walk away and never look at it again. I don't care. I really don't. Another thing I no longer do is read chunkers. I no longer read those big books. Don't get me wrong. I've read my fair share of them, and I have enjoyed them all. East of Eden is my all-time favorite. The Grapes of Wrath, maybe my second favorite, Be Still My Foolish Heart. But I don't have time to read those big books anymore, especially having a booktube channel. I just couldn't read them fast enough. I'd have to give up a lot of my life in order to dedicate it to just reading these big books in order to give you an opinion of what I thought about the book. So I just don't kind of go in that direction anymore. And if I do, I will use like Audible or something. That way I can still be scrubbing a stove or driving or sweeping a floor or something and getting my reading in. I'll be multitasking, and I could do it that way. But I kind of will miss not having that big book in my hand. I love the feel of a big soft cover book in my hand. I don't know, it's just comfortable. But yeah, I've decided I'm no longer going to do that. Maybe on an occasion, but mostly not. Another thing I no longer do is buy one book at a time. No. I used to buy a book, read it, and then look forward to going to get another book. What of all the books in the store, what will I choose? What will tickle my fancy? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I no longer do that. I go in a bookstore. I could come out with stacks. You never know. It depends on the day. Another thing that I no longer want to do, oh, silly me, is read the books that I already have. I'm not that person anymore, and you know what? They keep coming out with new books, and I don't know. I'm not that person anymore, so I don't know. Plus, I love to bookshop, so, and I can't possibly read all the books that I have. I have over 4,000 books, and I would likely bet that I have more books unread than I do have books read. So I'm going to keep playing the game. That's why I love to participate in the Read What You Own challenge, because it helps me to pull those books off of my shelf. I do have some, gems, some winners that I really want to get to. But, them new books keep calling my name. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you with this one. Another thing I no longer do is frisbee my book or throw my book when I have completed it and I didn't like the ending. I will no longer be doing that. I've grown, I've matured, but back in the day, you might have caught me doing that because I invested all of my time into this book, and it was trickery at the end when I read what I read, how the book ended. I felt tricked. I felt cheated. So peed off a little bit, maybe. Across the room it might go. I don't know. It depends on my mood. I haven't frisbeed too many books, but now I can safely say there will be none. I will frisbee no more books in my lifetime. And the last thing that I no longer care about. I no longer care about spoilers. I don't care. If you want to tell me pertinent parts of the book and you feel they might be spoilers and ruin it for me, guess what? They won't ruin it for me. If it's a good enough subject matter that we are discussing, and if it's good enough information that you are telling me, then it's going to make me want to read it even more, because I admire you who is telling me about this book, and I want to go there where you went, and I want to see it through my eyes, and I also want to see it through your eyes. So, I no longer care about spoilers. It's going to take a lot to ruin a book for me, because I'm just chill, and I just don't give a shit. So, there you have it. They are the things that I no longer do as a reader at the age of 54. Now I am off to read some of these books. You know what I'm reading? Ooh, I will tell you. The Life We Choose by William Delia. Well, he had help from Matt. I'll put the book right here. But I think I'm 4 chapters into that, and I'm telling you, 5 stars. Who doesn't like a good mafia story in sweltering heat? Whatever you are reading, I hope you are having a ball. Until we meet again, know that I love you. And happy 4th of July. Toodles.